So module 2 is about numbers and PEMDAS. So I will be talking only a review of that module because I am assuming that you are all keeping up with the course and everything is very clear and maybe enough for learning these concepts. So what we are having here is numbers and PEMDAS. First one, we will discuss numbers and then some laws of exponents. But these numbers that we will be discussing is only the real number system, meaning real numbers R. But in the bigger context, we can embed R as in a more general setting is in a complex number system. So we have here a Venn diagram. So we start with the natural number. Then in our convention here in our course, our natural number will start with 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. In other convention, they include 0 as the natural number. Well, that is a matter of choice and a matter of convention. And so in this course, we'll consider natural number to be the set containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. And we just include 0 to be the natural number together with the number 0. So that's the whole number, the natural number together with the number 0. And so with integers, we take all the negative of these natural numbers, including 0 and the natural numbers and all the negative 1, negative 2, so on and so forth. So we will not deal with how we construct integers from natural numbers because it's slightly technical. We do it by just using equivalence class of the absolute value, but we will not dig into that. We just learn the concept that integers are the whole numbers together with the natural number together with their inverses. When I say inverses, they are elements na pag i-operate mo sila together with addition, additive inverse, I mean, the resulting will be the identity, which is 0. So for example, 1, the inverse of 1 is negative 1. So 1 plus negative 1 will be 0. So that's the inverse. And here, moving higher, we go to the rational numbers. Rational numbers are simply ratios, come from the word ratios. The symbol here in mathematics is Q. By the way, for integers, we use the notation Z or Z. And for the natural number, the capital N. I think you are familiar with from the course that they are the notation, and Q is our rational is, and the connotation for it is Q, meaning maybe quotient, something like that. These are quotient, which means we have a numerator and a denominator, but we restrict the denominator to be non-zero, all from a set of integers. So you notice that here we constructed the rational numbers from the natural number to the integers up to the rational number. A slightly very intriguing part is the existence of natural number because Pythagoreans or the early Greeks do not believe that irrational number exists. However, during some debate and some philosophical discussion, they come up that square root of 2 is not do not belong to as it cannot be expressed as ratio. So here comes our irrational numbers, and the notation for is as Q bar or Q complement or some other notations. For example, of irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are numbers which are non-terminating, non-repeating decimals. For example, this number 2.718, and so on. We cannot terminate this, and it's not repeating. This is the number E, or the base of the natural logarithm. Okay. I hope you're familiar with E and also pi, which is very famous from grade school. Our approximation for it is 3.14 or 3.1416, but pi really is not 3.14 or so on, but it is a rational number, meaning you cannot terminate it, and the decimal is not repeating. And the square root of 2. This is a famous example by Pythagoras and his people during those times that maybe a assert square root of 2 can be expressed as quotient, but no, it cannot be. So we have some debate on this, and we can read from history the exciting story about this. And everything here is included in the set of This one together with the rational number together with a irrational number compose the set of real numbers. And the real numbers is we deal only with real numbers here, but we have a bigger number system, the complex number. That complex number is has slightly more exciting properties or interesting properties, that it is algebraically close, meaning any polynomial has a root in C. I will not deal with that anymore. So we have here the laws of exponents. These are very simple, and I hope you can follow, and you have read already. We have thus x to the 1, x to the 0, and simply so on and so forth. For example, x raised to negative 1 is just 1 over x. And these are examples. This is examples from the module, and I think we are okay with that. For example, we have x over here. Here, makikita ba yung pointer?
Yes, sir. Nakikita po.
Okay. Yung xy raised to the to n is you just distribute inside the n. So that's a basic knowledge from our early high school or maybe grade 7. And those who have maybe refresh from their previous learnings by doing examples from the module or the module in our model website. Okay. Yeah, PEMDAS. Okay, during the time, PEMDAS really stands for these parentheses, exponentiation, then multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction, where operations with the same level of precedence are computed from left to right. So in older books, these are, as noted in the video in the module, there are different interpretation of the order of operation, but in the current day, this is our convention. So yeah, this is what's accepted now. Maybe during those times, the video there give an example that there are different interpretation of the order of operations, but the convention that is accepted, or maybe all over the world, yes, all over the world, is this PEMDAS. You just do what's inside the parentheses, and then we have here an example. Yeah, this is an example. This is written poorly because I think this is to emphasize the PEMDAS method. But yeah, you just do you calculate the expression inside the parentheses, and then compute the parentheses. We do again the method. If it's in the parentheses, and the parenthesis inside the parentheses there's a parentheses, then the PEMDAS rule is say we do the same in the same manner, in the same order of precedence. Okay. So I think this example is I got this example from our material, and so I think the presentation is up. Hi, ma'am. Okay na ako, sir. Ma'am Jean. May questions ba?
Nasagot yung isang question ni Miss Marliza.
Hindi ko nakikita yung mga questions.
Ayan. May isa siyang question na nalilito po ako sa my signs, yung positive and negative.
Signs. So can you answer it, sir?
Miss Marliza, pwede po ninyong paki-clarify kung ano yung tinatanong ninyo?
Saan ba yun?
Paki-on po ng video, ma'am. Pwede po kayo magsalita sa Zoom.
Baka ano.
Hello po, good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry po, ayan, yung itatanong ko lang po yung sa may science po, sir. Kasi po may nakita po akong example doon. Yung ano po, yung 20 minus, open parenthesis, 3 times 2 to the third minus 5. Yung ganun po, yung sa distribution po ata ng science, parang ganun yun. Nalilito po kasi ako doon. Paano ko po malalaman kapag i-add ko na po or ima-minus, lalo na po pag may parenthesis na?
Sorry, pakiulit. 20 minus...
open parenthesis, 3 times 2 to the third power ba yun? Opo, parang ganun po. Tapos minus 5, tapos close parenthesis po.
Minus 5.
Opo.
Kita mo ba yung whiteboard?
Opo, sir.
Okay, so ito yung question. Yung gagawin lang naman... sige ako na lang kasi may whiteboard ako. Yung gagawin lang dito ay ito yung unang operation na gagawin. Yung exponent. So mag-i-split yan. Tapos 3 times 8 minus 5. So susundin lang yung parang medyo boring na step-by-step sa PEMDAS. So kahit yung sinasabi lang kasi ng parenthesis ay ito yung una natin i-evaluate. Yung mga nasa loob nito. So yun yung P. Dahil sa P yung nauna, ito yung muna nating expression na i-evaluate this thing. So yung nasa loob niya, ito yon. Yung i-evaluate natin dito muna ay yung exponent. So PEMDAS. Dahil sa P, yung nandito sa loob muna. So dahil sa E, ito yung sunod. Magiging 8. Dahil sa MDAS, dahil sa MD, multiplication, ito yung sunod. 24 minus 5. Tapos, pwede mo na yan i-dire-diretso. So, magiging 19, 20, minus 9. Tapos, kita mo pa ba yung dulo? 1 ang dulo. Kita ba naman din mo?
Okay na po, sir. Nalito lang po siguro ako dun sa algebra kasi di ba po algebraic expression ba yun? Yung parang i-distribute po yung signs. So, hindi po nagdi-distribute ng signs pagdating po sa PEMDAS.
Actually, pwede rin. Isa pang option na pwede mong gawin dito ay parang i-imagine mo na may 1 siya, ganyan. Kasi, di ba kahit ano naman pwede mo i-multiply yung 1 sa kahit anong expression at ganun pa rin yung kalabasan niya. So, pwede mong i-imagine na may ganyan siya, tapos i-distribute mo yung negative 1. So, na-record naman na yata yung simulat ko. So, erase ito. At isa pang paraan para gawin ito ay so, 20 minus ito muna. Sige, plus na. 20 plus yung negative 1, i-distribute dito. Negative 1 times 3 times 2 cube plus negative 1 times negative 5. Kita ba yung buo? Diyos ko. Ayan. Kita ba? Maayos? Maliit.
Kita, sir.
Okay. So, i-evaluate na ito kahit anong order yung tatlong expressions. So, ito muna magiging 8. Tapos times 3 magiging 24. Tapos times negative 1 magiging negative 24. Ano ko? Ito masyado maliit na. Sa isang 20 plus negative 1 times ito ay magiging 8. So, 24 yan. Tapos negative times negative, magiging positive. tapos i-evaluate mo na kagaya ng sa kanina. So 20 minus 24 plus 5, ang kalabasan ulit ay 1. Tcharan!
Maraming salamat po, sir. Thank you po.
Wala nga naman, magtanong ka pa kung meron ka. Pang tanong. Meron pang ibang may tanong para sa module 2?
May question yata tayo, sir. Galing kay Lenly.
Sige. Paki-open po ng
Sige.
mic at video
Ay.
kung pwede.
Hi, Lenly. Ask ka ng question mo, please. Pa-on ng video tsaka audio. Thank you.
Screenshot lang po. Ay! Sorry!
Okay lang, naka-record tayo. Ayan, sige. Thank you, sir.
May tanong ka pa, Miss Lenly? Or
Ayan pa.
I see. Well, hindi naman kailangan. Legitimate na paraan rin naman ito. I-rearrange mo lang yung mga terms. Yeah, hindi kailangan strictong yung parenthesis muna. Pwede mo naman i-distribute. So I guess baka hindi totoo na. PEMDAS ay dapat laging sundin.
Ano yung...
Hello po, good morning.
Island?
Morning
Hello.
po.
Good morning.
Yun po yung tanong ko kasi since grade 6 po kami, parang hanggang nung nag-first year college po ako, parang yung tinuro sa amin na PEMDAS po is parang first is parenthesis, tapos exponent po. Whether nauna yung division or like multiplication talaga, tapos division, tapos addition, tapos subtraction. Parang yun po yun. Tapos parang nung first, parang module 1 po yun, diba? So parang nung nag-exercise sa module 1,
2.
parang nalito ako, kaya ang baba ng score ko kasi parang yun yung ginawa kong process na inuna ko talaga yung addition tapos subtraction. Right? So, hindi ko sinunod yung left to right kasi hindi, parang nalito ako na ano po.
Okay. So, nalilito ka kung dapat bang sundin talaga yung PEMDAS o hindi. Generally, medyo convention lang actually sa pagsusulat natin yung pag-una ng PEMDAS, yung pagsunod-sunod sa PEMDAS. Etong PEMDAS, ito halos lagi uunahin mo talaga. Pero yun sa parenthesis kasi, pwede kang magkalikot talaga erasing ko na ito ha, pwede kang magkalikot talaga gamit siya. So yung sa pinakita ko kanina,
Okay.
distribute, parang law of distributivity, tama ba yun? Parang ganun lang yung ginagamit kong equivalence on. So halimbawa, x, wag x kasi pang magkita yan, nakakalito, a times b plus c. Lagi yan equal sa a times b plus a times c. So dahil sa katotohanan nito, kind of inuna mo pa rin yung pag-alis ng parenthesis. So parang parenthesis pa rin inuna mo, sinimplify mo sa isang bagay na equal siya.
Oh, ganun.
Opo.
Sandali. Parang iba yung question ni Lenny.
Iba ba? Sige.
Iba po, parang, paano po ba?
Okay, Lenny, hello.
Hello po.
Yung sabi mo, nauna dapat yung subtraction before yung addition before yung
Addition po,
subtraction.
before subtraction.
subtraction. So ang trick na lang natin diyan, ganito kasi yan. Yung module is nasa convention na ganon. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nauna, either multiplication o division, siya yung unahin mo. Pero yun naman talaga yung tama. I mean, the generally accepted one in the general mathematics in the world or a standard. Maybe yung teacher mo before, hindi ko naman siya ma-discredit, but yeah, this is the accepted one.
So, parang
ano?
pag example lang po, parang, di ba, 9 divided by 3 times 1 minus 2. Parang unahin ko po yung division. Pag magkatabi, unahin ko yung division tapos multiplication po.
Oo.
Tapos, dun ko.
Ayan, may drawing si sir. 9 divided by 3 times 1.
Actually, bad practice sa mathematics magsulat ng ganito. Kasi ambiguous kung ano yung uunahin mo. Pagka nasa college ka naman, iiwasan talaga or altogether hindi gagawin ng mga professors or teachers yung ganitong klaseng pagsulat dahil ambiguous kung division pa division yung unahin mo. Pero kung sundin mo stricto yung PEMDAS, ganito yung equivalent noon. Chunk, unahin mo ito, isunod mo ito.
Sir.
Bakit?
Parang na-violate yata ng rule dyan.
Alin?
Unahin yung division.
Hindi.
Yan.
Ayun, pwede rin. Kaya nga, ambiguous. Kita mo magkaiba yung opinion namin. So,
tama pala.
So, hindi
multiplication.
Bad practice na walang parenthesis kapag kaganyan case. Kung meron gumawa nun, pwede mong itanong sa kanya, ipa-clarify kung
ano ba?
Kasi minsan nga uunahin mo yung kung ang mga parenthesis, minsan unahin mo to, minsan unahin mo to.
Sige po. Thank you po.
Wala nga naman. Nasagot ko na nito.
Sandali. Mamaya. Kasi yung PEMDAS, yung multiplication at division, parang kung sino yung mauna sa kanila, di ba?
Yeah.
Opo.
Kapag rin yung ganun. So, isa pang interpretation nito nga ay yung sinasabi ni Sir Rizal.
Yan.
Pero kasi yung iniisip ko siguro ay parang sa sa program.
May grouping na kasi yan.
Yung order of operations kapag ka nagko-code ka sa ibang mga programming language, unahin nila yung kumpara sa ganyan.
For more practice siguro, Miss Lenly, try mo i-Google. Kasi ibibigay nila yung accepted na standard na ina-accept ng ano ba talaga yung order ng operation. Kasi yung Google, parang ina-update nila yan sa kung ano yung accepted. So pag i-type mo talaga yan na ganyan, ibibigay niya yung standard na interpretation na mathematically accepted sa mathematical community. Parang ganun. Ikaw, Ma'am Jen, parang may comment ka.
Yes. So, ganito kasi yan. Kaya nga tayo nagkaroon ng parenthesis para nun magkaroon ng partition kung ano yung uunahin nating isimplify. So, yung parenthesis is one of the grouping symbols na ginagamit natin. Actually, hindi lang parenthesis ang ginagamit kapag ka nagsisimplify tayo ng algebraic expressions na narinig ko kanina. So, gumagamit din tayo ng braces and brackets. So, kapag sa PEMDAS, hanapin mo muna yung parenthesis. It means yun yung una mong isi-simplify. Yun nasa loob ng parenthesis. Ngayon, ang nakakalito din kasi dyan, between the association of M and D, kasi sila yung magka-partner, multiplication division. So, ako kasi, ang tinuturo ko kasi sa mga students ko, since sila yung magkasama, M and D, whichever comes first. So, di ba pagka nagbabasa tayo from left going to the right? So, ibig sabihin, from the left, kung mauuna mong makita yung operation na multiplication, siya yung una mong isi-simplify. But, if mauuna mong mabasa si division, bago si multiplication, si division muna ang mauuna. So, kumbaga, whichever comes first yan. Ganon din kay addition and kay subtraction. So, kumbaga, yung kasing PEMDAS, ginawa lang yan na mnemonic para nun matandaan natin, 'di ba? Pero not necessarily na yun yung mga magkakasunod na isi-simplify. I mean, syempre between MD and AS, mauuna talagang i-simplify si MD. Pero, depende yan kung yun ba ay mayroong grouping symbol. Kasi kung mayroon siyang grouping symbol at sa loob ng grouping symbol na parenthesis ay mayroong addition, mauuna mo pa rin galawin yung parenthesis. Ayun. So, ayan. So, may tanong dito pero kapag, okay pala. Ayun. So, yun po. So, basta lagi niyong tatandaan, napaka-importante ng grouping symbols. Kaya nga, nauuna yung letter P sa PEMDAS. So, kung ano yung nasa operation sa loob ng parenthesis, yun ang una mong isi-simplify. Okay?
Tama.
So, yung parang sa tingin ko pinakasagot sa kung ano yung pinakasagot sa tanong mo, Lendy, kung ano yung dapat gawin sa ganito, ay awayin mo kung sino man yung nagbigay ng sagot ng tanong kasi bad practice siya, ambiguous yung ano dyan. Sabi mo sa akin, awayin ko yun. Okay. Saan ba?
So, meron daw tanong dito. Sabi, paano po pag nasa labas ng parenthesis exponent? Sino po mauuna? Si exponent or yung parenthesis po? Actually, nasa ano yan? Nasa pagsisimplify natin yan. Yung parenthesis, yan yung sino'y nakapaloob doon. Kung yung exponent mo ay nasa labas ng parenthesis, ibig sabihin nun, yung buong component ng parenthesis ang i-erase mo sa certain exponent na yon. So, ang una mo pa rin isi-simplify ay yung nasa loob ng parenthesis bago mo erase doon sa exponent.
Yes.
Okay?
Salamat, ma'am. Okay po. Medyo gets ko na.
Okay. Welcome.
Na-skip pala yung isang tanong ni Sir Jeric. Share ko lang po sa ibang books. Nabasa ko po ganyan about PEMDAS, left to right yung magiging rule. Yeah. So,
Nag-confirm na.
so doon sa mga nabasa mong libro, ganito nga yung magiging
Yes.
magiging
Ayan.
kasunod. Pero ako ito yung
Opo. Whichever
so, iba-iba
comes
nga talaga.
first. Pero dyan, whichever comes first. Basta tingnan mo muna palagi yung grouping symbol. Yun ang pinaka-importante.
Kung wala kasing grouping symbol, parang ganito, yung ibang tao sasabihin ganito yung gawin, yung ibang tao sasabihin ganito. Sila lahat ito. Ako lang na iba. So, basta bad practice ito. Pwede kang magpa-clarify kapag ganito yung binigay na convention lang yung Pero kapag may grouping symbol P, we do everything inside the innermost. Yeah, that's correct, Sir Percy. Paano po pag nasa labas? Okay, nagbigay si Sir Percy na example.
Nasagot na yung nasagot. Okay. I think
Meron pa bang question tungkol sa module 2? Okay. Sige. Salamat rin, Miss Marliza.